Ljubljana is one of the most underrated family city breaks in Europe. It's the capital of Slovenia. It has a pedestrianised old town built around a river, a hilltop castle, a museum designed specifically to confuse your children, and a city card that effectively makes 2 full days of activities free. Most families have never considered it. That's exactly why it's worth your attention. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete 48-hour itinerary for Ljubljana with kids, hour by hour, including exactly how to get around, what to eat, and what everything costs. This itinerary was researched in April 2026, and there's a free printable version of the full itinerary linked in the description. The best time to visit Ljubljana is April to October. The city is at its best in the warmer months when the riverside terraces are open and the outdoor market is running. May and June are ideal, warm weather and fewer tourists than July and August. December is also worth considering if you want one of Europe's better Christmas markets. For accommodation, the city centre and the area around Pression Square give you the best walking access. The old town is compact. Most of what you'll want to see is within 15 minutes on foot from anywhere in the centre. Before we get into the itinerary, there is one essential piece of preparation: the Ljubljana Card. The 48-hour version costs €49 per adult and €31 for children aged 6 to 14. For a family of 4, that's €160 total. Children under 6 don't need one. They access all card attractions free and travel free on city buses without it. What that €160 covers is genuinely remarkable. Ljubljana Castle, including the funicular, the Ljubljanica River cruise, the Museum of Illusions, the Ljubljana Zoo, a guided city walking tour, unlimited city bus travel, and free entry to over 20 museums and galleries. For the itinerary in this video, the card pays for itself well before lunch on day 1. You can buy it through Get Your Guide before you travel, and collect the physical card from the Tourist Information Centre when you arrive, or use the digital QR code immediately without visiting the office. Getting around Ljubljana is simple. The entire old town is pedestrianised. No cars, which makes it one of the most pushchair-friendly historic centres in Europe. City buses are covered by the Ljubljana Card, which you'll need for Tivoli Park on day 2. Uber and Bolt are both available in Ljubljana for anything the bus doesn't cover easily. And the Ljubljana Card also includes 4 hours of bike hire from Bicikleđe stations between April and October, if your family is up for cycling the riverside paths. Start at 9 o'clock at the Tourist Information Centre, right on the Ljubljanica riverbank next to the Triple Bridge. Collect your physical Ljubljana cards here if you haven't already. The staff hand out a city map and current opening times for all the included attractions. It takes about 15 minutes. From there, spend the morning at the Dragon Bridge and the Central Market. The Dragon Bridge, Zmajski Most, is Ljubljana's other iconic structure, a 1901 concrete bridge guarded by 4 large bronze dragons at its corners. The dragon is Ljubljana's symbol, and there are more references to it around the city than you'd expect. Let the children count them. The Central Market immediately alongside was designed by Ljubljana's most celebrated architect Jože Plečnik and runs along the riverbank. Stalls open Monday to Saturday. Try some local honey. Slovenia has one of the highest numbers of beekeepers per capita in the world, and the honey from these stalls is exceptional. Budget around €15 for market food for the family. At 11 o'clock, board the Ljubljanica River cruise from the departure point near the Triple Bridge. The 50-minute wooden boat cruise passes under all the city's bridges, past cafe terraces, riverside embassies, and the baroque facades of the old town, with Ljubljana Castle visible on the hill throughout. The audio guide is available in English. It's included in the Ljubljana Card, or around €15 per adult and €10 per child without. The cruise operates May to September with hourly departures from 11 a.m. After the cruise, lunch at a traditional riverside gostilna. Gostilna Šestica on Slovenska cesta, or Druga Violina near Pression Square, are both family-friendly with traditional Slovenian menus. For local cuisine, the Kranjska klobasa, a carnation sausage served with mustard and a bread roll, is the definitive Slovenian street food and a safe bet for children. Strictly rolled dumplings with a savoury or sweet filling are also worth trying. Budget around 35 to 50 euros for a family of 4 at a mid-range sit-down restaurant. At 2 o'clock, head to Ljubljana Castle. Walk up through the old town, it takes around 15 minutes, or take the funicular from Kraków Targ, which is right next to the central market. The funicular takes 1 minute and is included in the Ljubljana Card. The castle ticket covers the viewing tower with 360-degree views over the city and the Alps beyond, the Museum of Puppetry, which is a genuinely good collection of Slovenian marionettes and shadow puppets, consistently well reviewed by families, the Chapel of St. George, dating from 1489, and the Virtual Time Machine 4D film about Ljubljana's history. Allow 2 hours. At 5 o'clock, the guided city walking tour included in the Ljubljana Card departs from the Tourist Information Centre. It's available Monday to Saturday. In May, it departs at 3 o'clock. From June to September, the departure is at 5. The tour covers Prešeren Square, the Triple Bridge, the Old Town architecture, the Cathedral of St. Nicholas, the Central Market, and the Dragon Bridge, and includes the dragon legend. Ljubljana was supposedly founded by the Greek hero Jason after he defeated a monster in the nearby marshes. The guides are good, and the tour runs for approximately 2 hours. One important note: advance booking is required. Email the Tourist Information Centre before you travel to reserve your place. Have dinner at a traditional Slovenian restaurant in the old town or along the riverbank. The terraces on Hribarjevo Nabrežje and Petkovšk Nabrežje are the most atmospheric options in summer. For the first evening, something traditionally Slovenian is the natural choice. Local food here is genuinely worth seeking out. Budget 35 to 50 euros for a family dinner. Start day 2 back at the central market. The covered market hall opens from around 7 and has good breakfast pastries and coffee. The outdoor stalls open from Monday to Saturday. Buy a jar of honey if you didn't on day 1, try some local cheese, and pick up a burek, a flaky pastry filled with white cheese or minced meat, from one of the bakery stalls for around €1.50 to €2.50 each. Budget 10 to 15 euros for a family breakfast and market browse. At 10:30, head to Tivoli Park. Take bus 2, 6, or 22 from the city centre, all included in the Ljubljana Card, or walk, which takes around 20 minutes. Tivoli is Ljubljana's central park, one of the largest in any European capital relative to city size, and the Ljubljana Zoo sits within its western section, also included in the Ljubljana Card. The zoo has cheetahs, tigers, leopards, red pandas, reindeer, moose, and Slovenian native species including lynx and brown bear. Family keeper sessions run at weekends. Allow an hour and a half to 2 hours for the park and zoo combined. Lunch at the Tivoli Park Cafe near the entrance for a relaxed meal without travelling, or return to the old town for more choice. Day 2 is a good time to try the dnevno kosilo, the daily lunch special, at a traditional gostilna. It's typically a 2-course meal for 8 to 12 euros per person, significantly cheaper than evening menus. Build in a 60 to 90 minute rest after the zoo before heading to the Museum of Illusions. Both days in this itinerary include a deliberate rest break. Ljubljana is compact enough to cover quickly, and that speed is precisely what tires children out before the afternoon is done. The Museum of Illusions is at Kongresni Trg, Congress Square, in the city centre, and is included in the Ljubljana Card. The interactive exhibitions include the Vortex Tunnel, where the floor is completely flat but your brain refuses to accept it, a room of mirrors, an anti-gravity room, an upside-down room, and rotating optical illusions and 3D floor paintings. Children aged 5 to 14 consistently get the most from it. Allow 45 to 60 minutes. Without the Ljubljana Card, admission is 13 euros per adult, 10 euros per child, or 38 euros for a family of 2 adults and 2 children. At 5:30, if you're visiting between April and October, the Ljubljana Card includes 4 hours of bike hire from Basic LJ stations throughout the city. Cycling the flat riverside paths along the Ljubljanica is one of the most pleasant ways to spend a late afternoon here. The cycle path extends several kilometres in each direction from the old town. Outside bike hire season, a walk through the old town in the early evening works just as well. The castle and bridges lit at dusk are genuinely worth seeing. For the final dinner, Gostilna AS on Čapova ulica is widely considered one of the best traditional restaurants in Ljubljana. Try kręska klobasa as a starter, then a main of Slovenian roast pork or beef with jganci, buckwheat groats, a staple here, or potato. Slovenian wine is excellent and notably affordable by European standards. A glass of local white is typically 3 to 5 euros, budget 35 to 50 euros for the family. For picking up drinks, snacks, and anything you need on the go, Mercator is the main Slovenian supermarket chain with several branches in the city centre. Lidl has a central Ljubljana location near the main bus station for the lowest prices. Ljubljana tap water is excellent quality. Carry refillable bottles. Buying snacks and drinks at Mercator versus a tourist-facing cafe makes a meaningful difference over 2 days. In terms of budget, excluding accommodation, the Ljubljana Card is 160 euros for a family of 4 covering both days. Add 4 meals at roughly 35 to 50 euros each, market food and daily snacks, and the total across 48 hours sits between 335 and 400 euros, around 290 to 350 pounds at current rates. Ljubljana is one of the most affordable capitals in Western Europe, and the card makes it even more so. The free printable itinerary with the complete day-by-day schedule, budget breakdown, and all the practical details is linked in the description below. That's the full 48-hour Ljubljana itinerary. If you found it useful, please subscribe. New family travel videos are added regularly, and you can find the full library along with written destination guides at tiredbuthappytravel.com. We'd also love to know what you think. If there's anything you'd change, anything we've missed, or a destination you'd like us to cover next, leave a comment below. Every suggestion gets read. Safe travels and enjoy Ljubljana.